Hey everyone, it's Burgess from Tranquility in Art. I wanted to continue my themed for Christmas, and I thought I'd do another snow scene. This one's going to be easier than the last one because a lot of it will just be line work and very little paint work on the trees here. So for this, I want to use some waterproof ink pens, and I've got my CD marker here, which is black. So I want to use a black one for the nearest trees. I've got a grey here. It's a point 0.5 waterproof by Unipin, and I have another Unipin, another point 0.5, but this time it's a sepia. I'm also going to be using my System 3 Daler-Rowney 3/4 inch flat, and I'll also be using a local brand brush called Funbow, and it's a number 4. So let's get started, and please stay till the end and hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using my grey pen just to put some line work in the distant trees here. And I'm just not being too precious about where the marks go because they are distant trees after all, so the branches and twigs could go anywhere. And I'm just sort of putting random marks in like that. This is a grey, and I'm using grey because, grey tends to recede, I think, and I'm hoping that these grey marks will give the sort of feeling of recession in the branches, because I'm going to make this one in the front black, so it comes towards me. Get the impression that there are trees in the distance here. And the pencil marks that I'm going over, because I did the drawing beforehand, I'm not going to rub them out because that all lends to the character of the painting. You keep sort of adding bits and pieces, and there's a tree, sort of a branchy sort of shrub in the back here. Now for this one, I want to switch pens and use a sepia. The sepia is warmer, so I'm hoping that it'll come forward a little bit. It's slightly behind this large tree here, so I think that, a little bit of recession would help, because the black will come forward and the sepia will sort of recede backwards. I'm hoping anyway. And then there's this is actually a piece of, I think this is a fence or something that's sort of bent over because of the snow and the heaviness of the wind. Actually, that's not I realize now that's a bit of a stump or something. We can go over it in black. It's not actually what I thought it was. Can do that. And now I'm going to switch my pens, and I'm going to use the black one. And for that, I'm going to be quite. I hope it looks like there's a sort of sense of perspective, aerial perspective here, because that's what I'm trying to get. Aerial perspective, because aerial perspective means that things that are lighter recede, and things that are darker jump towards you. And that's what I'm trying to achieve with these ink pens. That tree goes all the way up here like that. There's a branch coming off like this. Make it a bit thicker. Sorry, I'm not speaking. It's just that it's fairly sort of explanatory what I'm doing. Just trying to put the branches in there and not being too fussy about where the marks go, because after all, it's a tree, and trees tend to have when they're bare, they look random. The placement of the branches and little twigs and things. So just do it like this. Just any mark anywhere. I'm going to darken this side bit here a little more. I'm putting a bit more sort of darkening the line work. And you know, with this kind of exercise, you can sort of, there's a point where you don't know when to stop. Like I'm doing that now, actually. I don't know when to stop really, but I feel like carrying on. But I think you get the sort of picture of what I'm actually talking about. But yeah, you can carry on like that, but you don't really need to go on and on and on about it. Now for this one, I want to do a little bit more line work here, just a bit more, like that, just to darken the bases a bit. We've got a sort of a fence coming here, and let's put the line work in for the fence, and a bit darker on this end. Yeah, I nearly forgot that. And we've got a sort of a fence coming off here. So more on the other side here, like this. Got one sort of coming off here. And there's one coming off there, like that. And then what it has is, oh, and there's one here as well. One here like that. And it's got a sort of line work coming here, and it's gone into that bush and there. And then I've got line work here like that, and like this. And then it sort of goes off into the something along there. We can put that there as well, just as an indicator that it's going off somewhere. And I've darkened one side of it especially because I want the shadows over there. Of course, you can always do the extras here and there, but you don't need to. But just to sort of look like there's something sort of protruding out of the snow pieces here. Could be tufts of grass or anything. This is sort of a line work here. Now what I'm going to do is turn it upside down now. Whoops, turn it upside down. And whilst it's upside down, what I want to do is make a sort of a lemon yellow. What I want to do is just, and I can go right over it, you see, I can go right over that. And on top of that, I want to add some orange. And then I want to add some alizarin, a very sort of cold alizarin like this. And we can still sort of do that like that. And then maybe I want to add a little bit of blue, a bit more blue on top. Like that. This guy is not pre-wetted. Now we can turn the paper back over, and merge that in at the top there. That in like that. And now what I want to do is with my round brush, I want to get a purple, and what I want to do with the purple is use that to make a few clouds. And now whilst it's still wet, it's a good idea to do that. Purple clouds. I'm just playing around here. I've not done this before with the wet and wet technique, but and you can use the sort of side of the brush as well to make brush marks. And we can put a few extra sort of distant lines in the distance here like this. Whilst that's wet, I want to take some burnt sienna. There's the burnt sienna. And with the burnt sienna, I want to add some black to it. And you see in the back here, there are some trees. I want to put those in. This is sort of in the distance here. Those trees still show up a little bit, as you can see. They're still showing up, which is what I really want. And this is very easy to do because you're not worried about ruining paper line work or anything like that. So you've got the trees in the distance, and this went in wet into wet. And now I'm going to use my round brush, my 3/4 inch flat, and with that I'm going to put some shadow work into the whole painting. So again, this is going to be purple. I think I'll use purple. Let's get rid of the yellow because it might turn into a mess here. Or maybe we can use yellow as well, actually. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's just take a bit of the yellow. A teensy bit of the red as well. We can put that into the landscape a little bit. And now we're going to go in with the purple, and we can just put in shadows for these things first. Let's just put those in first. Or we can put them in later, but let's just see what happens. To darken that and put some just the shadows for these little fences and tree stumps. We can put those in. Sorry, that thing was in the way all that time. There we are. Here's our little snow scene. What I'm going to do is now remove the washi tape, and I'm sure it's not going to rip this time because it's a washi tape. Oops, where's the ending? Ah, here it is. Let's remove that. Here's washi tape there, and here. Here, and here's the last one. There we go. There we go. Here's our little wintry snow scene, but this time it's at sunset. So I do hope you enjoyed that. Do consider subscribing if you did, and leave a comment in the comment section. And do look out for my last snow scene, the link to which will come up here. And do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.